Yes, guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm super excited to be bringing out this interview with one of the world's most successful Muslim entrepreneurs, Brother Ammar Sultan. This is a brother I've been coaching for about a year and a half now. And in this video, we're going to go through what his struggles were and how he actually managed to achieve mastery in his health and physique. He mentioned that this investment that he made working with me might be the highest ROI investment purely from a confidence perspective. This is a brother, as you can see, you've probably seen his ads before, you've probably seen him on Instagram before. He's a huge 7-figure Muslim entrepreneur and he's achieved a lot of success at a very young age. This is a brother who, scaled his business to 7 figures in his 20s. He's a father, a family man, and runs an extremely busy lifestyle. He was working 80-hour weeks when he started working with me. And with that said, building a strong body, building a physique, building that physical presence was always something that he struggled with. And it also almost seemed impossible at the same time. But we had a sit down, we had a call together, we had a consultation. And in that consultation, we broke down like how he can actually achieve success in his physique. And the rest is literally history. In the time of us working together, he has actually managed to achieve a transformation like this. And I think this was like 6 or 7 months. The new transformation pictures haven't been done yet. We're going to have a photo shoot. But with that said, this is the transformation he's managed to achieve in just about 6-7 months time. This video is not even going to be talking about the physical wins that he's had. It's more so the mental change that he's had, going from one person to another, becoming more confident. That's actually what we're going to be talking about more, and why it's important to be strong and physically in shape as a Muslim man. That's what we're going to be talking about in the video. But without any further ado, let me introduce the main man himself.
So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Many of you probably have seen my content, probably know what I do. If not, I am an online entrepreneur. I've been in the game for the last 6-7 years. Alhamdulillah. Tried many different things, agency, e-commerce, etc. The one thing I realized is that, with my schedule, it can get very, very difficult to keep track of other things. Like when I'm so tied in to the business and the day-to-days, the operations and all of it, that I start to neglect things like health. And that's what happened the last couple of years. Hence why I didn't take my health very seriously. And I thought that the only way for me to gain control of that aspect of my life is to add some more accountability to it. So that's when I was looking for a PT. And, online there's many different PTs out there. Everyone always claims to be a PT. And, alhamdulillah, I found Omar, Muslim brother, same values. The focus on the same thing, which is worshipping Allah, right? And that's what stood out for me, that I could turn the workout into worship. Just like how I can turn work into worship, the workout can be turned into worship. And alhamdulillah, it's been 1.5 years now, close to 1.5 years, and obviously results speak for itself. Yeah.
So take me back. When you decided to actually make that change, everyone's got a reason. Everyone's got some pain that they've discovered about themselves, which may be deep-rooted or may have just come to their attention. What was it for you that made you decide, this is the moment that I need to take action? Because obviously you knew past 3 years that your health wasn't up to standard and it's affecting your life in various different ways. What was that one moment where perhaps you looked in the mirror or someone said something to you? What was the moment that made you realize that, I need to change?
It's the confidence aspect. Alhamdulillah, I consider myself a very confident person, even when I was, even as a skinnier person.
Yeah.
But of course, you see yourself in the mirror, you see yourself on Zoom calls, and that feeling of that, you could be stronger. You could have a better presence, because Umar ibn al-Khattab says, judge by what's apparent, all right? And this notion of, don't judge a book by its cover, that's BS. Like, let's be real, the world doesn't work that way. It's not as idealistic as people like it to be.
Exactly, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
People will look at you and they already know the type of person you are.
100%.
Depending on the clothes you wear, depending on how you groom yourself.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things is how you look.
100%.
Speaks volumes about
100%.
I'm going to put a picture on the screen. We actually
this is like
horrible.
For the sake of this brother's, coaching, and for you guys to see the before and after, I'm going to give you the permission to shave.
It goes to show how this picture right here, you've got the picture in your mind.
Yeah.
We would classify this as skinny fat. Again, you were confident from a worldly perspective. The other things in your life are dialed in. You're making 6 figures along, confident, you've got a daughter, you're married, you've got a family, you got what a man wants.
Alhamdulillah.
How did that physique make you feel? That you've got all of these things that are up here, but your physique is down here. How did that make you feel?
Cognitive dissonance.
What does that mean? Explain to
Cognitive dissonance is if you have a belief about yourself, about a certain concept, but the actions don't reflect it. Like if I want to be this, strong Muslim leader, right? But my actions or my appearance does not reflect that, then I could enter the territory of being a hypocrite. Not that you're going to be a hypocrite if you're skinny, and no, I'm not saying that. There were plenty of Sahabas who were skinnier, like, the famous Sahaba who climbed the tree, but the world that we live in, it's a bit different, right? It's very different. And also there were times where I would just obviously sit there and just reflect and be like, why do I feel weak, right? And that picture, clearly, you see my posture there, right? My posture was not a posture of presence, a posture of, confidence. A man who leads. And I'm not doing this for other people. I'm doing this for myself, because how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? How you take care of your body is how you take care of your business. How you take care of your body is how you take care of your family and your worship. It's all tied. If all the aspects of other aspects of life have, are 10 out of 10, like, why should I not strive for my body to be 10 out of 10?
Okay, so this brings me on to an important question. I don't want to beat around the bush. Obviously, the way that you do one thing is the way you do everything. You were already making good money. You were making 6 figures, living what seemed like the dream life. Moved to Dubai, young age, got married young, achieved all of these amazing things, but your health and your physique and your physical presence wasn't there. So let me ask you a question. Did getting in shape and having that self-belief system around your actions and fulfilling the promises that you made to yourself in terms of your health and actually taking it seriously, did that or did it not help you make more money? And if so, how?
Oh, 100% it helped me make more money. Obviously not like, my biceps went bigger, so I'm going to make more, so my revenue's going to up. But indirectly it did, right? Like, number one, confidence. So you take bigger risks. You show up to places because you're more confident to show up. You don't have to worry about, are the clothes going to fit me or not? Right?
You used to hide away before, subconsciously.
Yeah, subconsciously, I may have done that, right? Consciously, obviously, I fight against it. I always like to do the uncomfortable.
There's only so much you can do when you have that insecurity which is eating you alive.
100%. So, that is one thing that I struggle with. And alhamdulillah, ever since getting more in shape and, feeling healthy, eating healthier, even if it wasn't 100%, the intention was there, consistency was there, or, you look a bit different, it improved things 100%. Like the new people I meet, there's a different level of respect. They would even make jokes, oh yeah, this brother works out, right? Like, when you hear that, it's like, in your mind, it's like, oh, you know what, I never used to hear these kind of things. And 100%, alhamdulillah, like it's only going to go up. And there is and you've seen that yourself, like we've been together, working together for the last 1.5 years almost, and you've seen where I was in terms of business and where things are headed now. Alhamdulillah.
Obviously, credit to yourself because you put a lot of hard work in. But one piece of the pie is obviously getting in shape. Because again, as you mentioned, getting in shape is not just going to magically add a bunch of zeros to your bank account. But what it will do is, as you mentioned, the way that you do one thing is the way you do everything. Your discipline goes up, your self-confidence goes up. And those two avenues lead to you making more money. So Allah Mubarak, well done, because you deserve it. But you put the hard work in. So Allah bless you for putting me on this path. Allah bless you for keeping me accountable. Allah bless you for, airdropping me all that knowledge. Exactly.
Like different man on a different path. And, like this is not a convenience sort of thing. This is not something that you do because you want to feel good. This is because it's a responsibility and a manner. Your body is your trust, right? Like your vessel. If you don't take care of your vessel, how can you take care of anything else in your life?
Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Sorry to cut off the video, and I'll be honest with you, this is an ad, so you can go ahead and skip it if you like. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you've been struggling for the longest time to get into shape. You might see your friends, your family, and your colleagues getting into shape. Meanwhile, you're constantly stuck in the same place. And the problem is you don't have the knowledge. Everyone knows you need to work out and eat better to get into shape. The real problem is you're missing 2 things: structure and accountability. And that's exactly what we help at the Muslim PT. We obviously help with designing a training program and nutrition program and all of that good stuff. But the main thing that we provide you with is the support and the accountability to make you actually stick to it. And we've helped countless Muslims all across the globe to get into the best shape of their life so that they can finally feel good about themselves and not worry about how they look when they take their shirt off in front of their wives. And ultimately, to be a strong believer for the sake of Allah. And now I don't want to drag this video on for too long, and I'll let you get back to the video. But if what I've just mentioned is something that interests you, go to the link in the description and fill out the application form. But just a heads up, we're really picky with who we work with, and we have less than a 7% acceptance rate. But if you fill it out and we feel like you're a good fit for us, either myself or a member of my team will be in touch with you on WhatsApp or through your cell phone to schedule a one-to-one discovery call and go through your exact problems which are stopping you from getting into shape. On the call, if we feel like we can give you the help and support you need to get to your goals, we'll run you through how our different coaching options work. But with that said, back to the episode.
Everything depends on your health. Everything depends on your body, right? You may be your brain, your heart, whatever, like there's different sort of concepts, right?
There's a saying, me and Ammar actually have a performance coach, which we share for us. Yeah, for us. But there's a saying that he gave us, that your health is the foundation that everything stands on. And I feel like this is a really big principle that a lot of people need to understand, that taking time away from your day-to-day activities, whether that be your relationships, whether that be your business, taking time away from that is not going to make things worse. In fact, it's going to make things better because you're able to perform better. You have more energy. Sure, you're taking, 3-4 hours away from your busy schedule, which is busy enough as it is. I remember when we started working together, you were working 80-hour weeks, we're managing 2 businesses, you're a father, it was hectic. But did you feel like you got more out of your time because of these workouts, with the permission of Allah?
Yeah, 100%. Because if you think about it, you think clearly, you think sharper. Your brain is more stimulated. So when you make better decisions, you naturally are going to put yourself in a position where you have more time. You're going to carve out more time out of your calendar. So this is like an investment, just like anything else, right? Like an investment into crypto, into stocks, into real estate. It's going to cost you a little bit at the beginning, but then the return is going to be greater, far greater. So this is an absolute no-brainer. This is not something that, like if you're considering investing into something, invest in health first, not business. I sell business. I teach people how to become more successful, but you're never going to be successful if you don't take care of your health first. So
because as mentioned before, it's the pillar that everything says.
Yeah, exactly. You have to build the house on solid foundations, not on quicksand.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Wow, that's a powerful saying. Cool. So I wanted to kind of pivot away from the business side of things. Obviously, as you know, like business has gone up, you're more confident, at least you're making more money. What other aspects of your life has it impacted? I want to touch upon 2 things. Relationships, whether that be relationship with your spouse, whether it be relationship with other people, whether it be relationship with your daughter, and also in terms of your relationship with Allah. But we're going to leave that for a little bit later. Talk to us about your relationship with other people. How has being in shape affected it? I want you to come from a perspective of leadership.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, number one, like if I talk about this practically speaking, like my posture is much better. So if I meet new people, I'm a bit more assertive. My body language is a bit more assertive. It commands more respect. It's easy to connect with people, right? And in general, like even little things like going out, working together with brothers, you get to, meet new brothers. There is a correlation between successful people and working out. Naturally, successful people are going to be working out. So if you put yourself in a position, where you're working out, you're going to meet more successful brothers.
That's what you say to the person who makes the argument that there's people like Elon Musk. They are very, very successful from a worldly perspective and they make a lot of money, but they're really out of shape and they don't take their help very seriously.
Yeah, go and be Elon Musk then, like, what else could I say?
If your definition of success is just, then go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. If that's what you value, if you value money, if you don't value feeling content, if you don't value feeling confident, if you don't value feeling like you're a leader, right? Like a man, because really and truly, Elon Musk, he does not give me the aura of being a man. He's just someone who has a lot of money and he's a puppet. He's a puppet. But like, I don't want to get to the political side of things, but
exactly. And even then, like we can consider him as an anomaly. Like there is a direct correlation between the average population who works out and doesn't. The average Exactly. The average population who works out more, they're going to make more money.
Yeah.
I wanted to pivot back to something I forgot to ask you actually. In terms of actually making this work and actually fit this into your lifestyle, how have you found this program in terms of implementation? As you know, if you're watching this, you should already know this. We specifically work with people who are high-performing individuals, whether that be a corporate job, whether it be someone who's an entrepreneur like yourself. How have you noticed or how have you found implementing this with a really busy stage? Like, alhamdulillah, you've got a team now, you can delegate things. At the start, you were running 2 businesses as a father, 80-hour work weeks, just moved to Dubai, really, really hectic. How did you find balancing it with your life?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, it wasn't that difficult to balance it all because the accountability system is built in. This is not like a program or course, like you buy like a PDF or do this, do that, and then you just follow it for the first week and then you just drop it. No, there's actual accountability. There's a punishment system, right? Like we're not motivated by the nice things. We're motivated by pain. So Allah Mubarak, Omar knows exactly how to instill pain, not just in your workouts, but in your habits in general, like in your consistency. So that has helped a lot, knowing that there is a punishment, knowing that if you don't hit it, there's consequences they have to deal with. Because life, if you forget about, the workout. You're not sticking to a plan. You're not taking care of your body. There's going to be consequences, right? And you learn that even in the little things. So that has helped a lot. The weekly calls, right? The check-ins, it's very in-depth, very much tailored to your body. It's not just like, oh, okay, you've increased this weight, done this. No, it's very much like, cool. Let's have a look at your body. Let's analyze your body. Let's see exactly where you've gained, where you've lost. Recently, we started implementing blood work into the mix as well. So that has been a really, really big game changer. Like we can actually understand, like what are the systems that are going well in your body, what's not going so well, and what adjustments can we make based on the back of this information that we've got from the blood work panel. Alhamdulillah, that's been really beneficial as well. Why don't you touch upon the length of the workouts and how easy that's been to incorporate in your life? Yeah, in the past, when I tried to work out, when I was following a plan, the workouts were like an hour and a half long. Well, yeah, hour and a half long, mostly because I didn't know what I was doing, but it was more focused on like do this, do that, and I didn't really know exactly what to target. The focus with the Muslim PT program is more on quality, right? And making sure that, like, I mean, it really depends on the person, etc. But the style that Omar recommended me is high intensity.
Yeah.
Right? High intensity,
Very short workouts.
very short workouts.
How long does each workout take?
45 minutes.
How many times do you train per week?
We train 4 times a week. Yeah, 4 times a week, 45 minutes. Get in the gym and get out. And your muscles just feel exhausted. Like,
Yeah, good work, Babu. Yeah, bro.
you know, both ways, 100%. Like, it's like you feel it. You know that the time that you put your muscle under stress is with actual ROI. This is an actual investment. Like, it's like, you know how you
I literally,
low yield, high yield. This is high yield,
yeah,
right?
like your mind literally becomes stronger every rep that you do that you don't feel like.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, on the mental side as well. Like, if you're not built for this, trust me, he'll make sure that you're built for this. Like,
You know, I can't, because if you're not committed, like, can't help you. Like, don't come in. Yeah, don't come in thinking this is a magic fix, because it's not. You have to be the type of person who's willing to put yourself through extreme amounts of mental and physical pain. And I made that very clear to you, didn't I?
100%. And there's a reason why, again, you're targeting high performance people in general, right? Because
Because you know how.
it's a condition. It's a condition. Yeah, this is one thing, right? Like, it's not a regular program. This is not like a, average Joe YouTube channel that you just join and you just feel like,
Not for the average.
no. Average people are going to get average results. We're not here for average results. We're here for
Here to conquer, bro.
conquer extraordinary results, increase our testosterone. And yeah, alhamdulillah, man.
It's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey. I mean, to wrap up on this, I just wanted to speak about what you would recommend to an individual who is on the fence, whether that be because, as you know, in the industry of online coaching, stuff like that, trust is really low. Sometimes people have the fear of investing in themselves because they think that they're not good enough to change. That's one type of fear. There's a type of fear where they think that we are not someone they can trust because there's so many scams online and everything. There's the fear that how will an online program work? What would you recommend to someone who's on the fence of joining?
So you need to understand the opportunity costs, right? You may think that this will cost. Of course, this is not cheap, by the way. Absolutely, it's not cheap. And I've been telling Omar to increase the pricing as well, because, subhanAllah, like, the results have been crazy. Like, 100% success rate with everyone that's joining, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we've got a new method with your nutrition. Again, I'll quickly touch upon this. If you're seeing this before a call, don't worry, we'll go over this on a call, inshallah. But we have a method with your nutrition and your training, whereby if you join, we'll give you a system where so far we've had a 100% success rate that every single person who's joined has not missed a single workout and not messed up a single day of nutrition. It's something that's unheard of in the industry. We genuinely have a 100% success rate. But anyways, going back to what you were saying.
Yeah. You need to understand there'll be a cost attached to this program, of course. It's not free. Nothing good in life comes for free. You have to understand that taking action has a cost as well. And that cost is far greater than you just, giving Omar money so it can help you become a better person. So understand that. Really sit down. Whether you want to book a call or not, whether you have booked a call, whether you have the call, understand there is going to be a cost you have to pay. You have to make the decision which cost you want to pay. Like the cost for the program, cost for greatness, or the cost of dealing with the consequences of not taking action. That's the one thing I wanted you to think about. Everything else, like, you know that, you have to become a better person. You know that, people respect you better if you look and give the aura of a leader. We don't have to touch on that. The most important thing is choosing which cost you want to pay. That's it.
Yeah, Barakallah Fik for jumping on, bro. And inshallah, we're going to have an even crazier transformation as we're about to lock in with a few other things over the next few months. But yeah, it was a pleasure, man. Barakallah Fik. I hope your story inspires a lot of people, inshallah.
We're going to record another one, inshallah, topless next time. Topless in the pool. Allah Alam, man. This is the journey of being part of the Muslim PT experience.
So, bro.
Muslim PT, Muslim prayer.
With that said, guys, Barakallah Fik for tuning in. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.